What is going on, social media? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. So, guys, today and for the rest of the month, we are going to be talking about attachment styles. A lot of people probably don't know their attachment style and how they attach to people intimately or to people at all. A lot of people may not know this and may not know ultimately this is determining how your relationship goes and the ebb and flow in your relationship and how it continues or how it ends. So understanding your attachment style is very important. So I'm going to give you today what the 4 attachment styles are and their definitions. That way when we start to cover them, you already know, or you can, revert back to this video to find out what they are. And if you want to look up attachment styles, I always go to Psychology Today to find out different information about relationships from a psychological perspective, because I believe this is a great source for that. If you have another source that you use, leave that in the comments. For me, I'd be interested to find any other resourceful information when it comes to psychology and relationships. So, how different attachment styles affect relationships. Knowing your attachment style can help improve your romantic relationship. So, some key points to remember, guys. Attachment is the emotional bond between an infant and caregiver. Attachment patterns in early life can affect relationships in adulthood. There are 4 main attachment styles: secure, anxious, preoccupied, dismissing avoidant, and fear avoidant. People with secure attachment tend to have honest, equal relationships. People with other attachment styles may be too demanding or distant. Recognizing one's attachment style and the work that comes with it can help improve relationships. Now, isn't that nice? He got a flower. Isn't that nice? Love involves consistent choice, commitment, and work. As time goes on, your attachment style can change from the way you evolve as a lover. According to attachment theory, a person's early relationships in life can affect their romantic relationships later on. Here are the main attachment styles. Secure. When you have a secure attachment style, you have a great advantage in love. You feel compatible going to your partner when something is off. In return, you allow your partner absolute freedom. People with a secure attachment style tend to have honest, open, and equal relationships where both partners can grow and thrive together. They understand how to merge together to form a stable ground. Security must not be confused with perfection. People with a secure attachment style also experience conflict and bad days. Just like any other couple, what sets them apart is their high emotional intelligence, which allows them to communicate effectively and solve problems rather than attack their partners. They are highly resilient individuals who understand how to move past obstacles with great care and self-awareness. The secure attachment style makes up roughly 55% of the population. I don't know if that's the population in the world or if that's the population in the United States. That doesn't say. Anxious, preoccupied attachment style. These people tend to romanticize love because it's easier for them to form a fantasy bond with someone instead of something based on reality. They often attracted to partners They often, they are often, excuse me, attracted to partners they can serve or those who can serve them. Such kinds of people can be demanding, obsessive, and clingy. They tend to overanalyze situations and can have mood swings. People with an anxious, preoccupied attachment style can struggle with insecurities and low self esteem because they grow up without healthy guidance or little or no guidance on nurturing individuality. Research on North America and Europe reported that 20% of the population is anxious. So this is the world, 55% of the world, 20% of the world of Europe and North America. North America is us. I mean, I don't shouldn't have to say that, like duh. Dismissive avoidant. Analysts of studies in North America and Europe found that roughly 25% of the population are avoidant. People with a dismissive avoidant style tend to be emotionally distant in a relationship. They come across as self-sufficient, independent, and can avoid true intimacy. Although space is essential to breathe and be yourself in a relationship, people with a dismissive avoidance style seek space more often to push themselves away from being vulnerable with their partners. If at any point their partner threatens to leave them, they have the ability to shut their emotions and pretend they don't care. However, extreme independence is an illusion because humans need a connection to survive. As a result, such people have very few close relationships, with others. Excuse me, guys, I tend to read sometimes. I tend to look at words and my mind is saying it before I'm reading it. It's strange. It's funny to understand, but whatever. Excuse me as I fumble over my words. Let me just say that. The next attachment style, fearful avoidant. Fearful avoidant people experience a delicate mixture, fearing both being too close to or too distant from their lovers. People with a fearful avoidant attachment style may think that connections are not important. Those people can be unpredictable and are often overwhelmed by their emotions. They fear being abandoned and struggle with being confident in their partners or relying on them. They face a lot of inner conflict between wanting intimacy and resisting it. As a result, they usually experience many highs and lows in relationships. They cling to their partners when they feel rejected and if not careful, can end up in abusive relationships. They also have few close relationships. About 5% of the global population is regarded as fearful. So, in conclusion, accepting your attachment style and recognizing the work that comes with it can be life-changing and powerful. So, as I scroll back up to the top of the screen and leave this here on this amazing prop couple. I don't say prop couple because we don't know if they're together. We're going to learn a lot more about these different attachment styles. So don't fret. You didn't really explain anything. I really didn't get a lot of information from this video. Don't fret because we're going to go over each of these for the rest of the month. So I just gave you the introduction to these attachment styles here in this video so you can learn and understand more or understand what they mean or what they are. Or if you feel any type of connection to any of these and you think that's me, just hold on because we're going to learn just a little bit more about just how you attach to people in intimate relationships and what may have happened, in the way that you were nurtured or that, the way that nature, because there's nature and nurture. Nurture is how your parents, and your family life was, and nature is basically what you learn from social media, what you get from the outside world, or you experience from a guy or girl, a lady or woman, lady or man in a relationship. So don't fret, we're going to learn a lot more about this. If you made it to this point, thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing? If you're not a follower on social media, what are you doing? You know, check out the channel, follow, and subscribe for more. Share this video with someone you may think may need it, or someone you think may be interested in hearing it. So with that said, guys, today is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. You've been learning about attachment styles, and again, we're going to learn a lot more throughout the month about these attachment styles. So thank you again for checking out the video. You have been listening to the Purple Pill Perspective on YouTube, relationship stuff 101 throughout social media. Thank you again. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.